All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So, trying to look at this one a little more frequently, we are taking a look at ENZC. So, obviously, the last 3 days have not been fantastic, okay? And it's really easy to kind of start hitting the worry flag. I'll at least say this much. In my trading strategy, as long as you're over the 8 and the 20, you're at least technically bullish. And look, we've lost the 8. We're now definitely 2 days under the green line, but this 20 moving average line is in a really critical place. All right, I'm going to talk about this as well as these four kind of plateau days right here, right? But a lot is actually riding on tomorrow in order to maintain bullishness or potentially start to get worried that we're going to lose a really important line. All right, so before we go any further in the details, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We're going to take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how this thing is setting up short term. We do have our 5 moving averages. There are horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself, and then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment anything, good or bad, I swear, or just, share this thing all over, right? Anything you can do really does help with the YouTube algorithms, but for real, just being here and giving me your time is super, super appreciated, all right? And look, I'm not perfect, I'm not all-knowing, and yeah, if you've got different opinions than me, I'm not here to hate on them, all right? I'd love to hear them, and, we're just educated people sharing our thoughts, all right? So look, let's get going. And look, I know there's a couple comments that I at least want to address real quick. Number one, there's a lot of people that say, look, the charts don't really matter on this. And hey, I'm not here convincing you that the charts do. I'm just kind of giving you a perspective on how I would look at this stock, because obviously there's a lot of passion in this, and I'm not here telling you sell, I'm not here telling you panic, none of that shit, right? But yeah, I actually legitimately believe that these 5 colorful lines, as well as all the other lines that you see, they really actually can dictate what happens. And one more time, what I see is a lot of very, very technical 101 stuff, all right? I've mentioned in the last couple of videos, sorry, I went the wrong way. Once you can break all 5 moving averages, this fly up is very, very much expected, all right? Again, we were talking about the wildly high RSI. This thing was in the 80s for a while. This thing was definitely living in the 90s for a while. It was a long time where we were living near this 100 line, to say the least, right? I mentioned the doji, right? Doji at the top, right next to an important line, because once we're over the 5, there's nothing more important than the lines I manually draw, and hopefully, knock on wood, I'm drawing them well, right? But yeah, doji next to an important line, you get the true outcome after that. And again, these 3 days honestly seem pretty natural. And the last thing you will often hear me say is, green, 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 green can turn to red, 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 and then hopefully that'll turn to green, 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 right? So when there are no plateaus, and again, we'll talk about this real quick, this green up, easy green down, textbook, I'm telling you. And one more time, we gotta hold this. For sure, we gotta hold it, because if we go any lower than, what did you open at? If we go any lower than 0.78, all right, I would be very, very worried that it could be a quick fall to 6. Because again, after this plateau, all I'm seeing is green, 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 red, 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 right? Coming to this line. So it's super important to not lose this, because this is essentially right on the line where this plateau is made, all right? So there is so much riding on this 8-3. I'm going to draw another line just to have it. Again, 50% candle line is what I drew here, and you can see it got a little ugly when it dropped. It actually was what the wick retested on the way up, right? So I do think this was a well-drawn line. I think that could do the same thing here, right? I think if we lose this, I would hope that this stops it. Otherwise, yeah, it should be, like I said, the way moving average theory works, right? You break this, then you should go to this. You break this, then you should go to this. You break this, and you should go to this. You break this, you should go to this. You break this, and you fly. Woo, you fly. Then the opposite starts to happen. Once you lose this, you're probably going to lose this. Then you're probably going to lose, right? We're working our way down, but end of the day, this is an important plateau. And for real, I am expecting this to hit this and bounce up, all right? Will it get back over the 8 moving average? That's the next question that I'm not entirely sure on. Because look, I've been honest, right? Like when I move my money, I'm using more indicators. I'm using something called the 1, all right? This is not a great MACD, but hey, it's actually still positive, all right? This is not a great RSI, but it kind of looks like it's wanting a curve. And as I zoom out, this thing lives in the 50s and 60s, actually. Excuse me, sorry about that. It's been a really, really long time since we've been like down here, for example, right? So I'm less expecting a drop all the way to the 20s and 30s. I think I'm really, really expecting us to go no lower than 40. Right? No lower than 40. And hey, for all I know, maybe that just means one more day right here and then the day after we go. But this better hold. All right, we're still technically bullish because we're still technically over the 20, but believe me, green, 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 red, 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 really quick if it fails it. So caution is advised, but yeah, end of the day, I'm still waving the bullish flag, right? Like we've beaten all the moving averages, we've flown over them. Now it's just a matter of which one is actually for real strong enough to hold. And if I had to guess, honestly, if I had to guess, like I said, I'm still guessing that we're going to hold this and bounce. I cannot imagine going any lower than the 50 moving average. I really don't think that we'd fall all the way to the 200. And I actually don't think we need to go to the 100. I gotta believe between these next two lines, the 20 and the 50, something will catch it. And then again, this green, 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 if it turns red, 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 should be a real quick green, green, green. You know what I mean? And hey, maybe that timing, when is the 19th? So the 19th is Friday. So Friday's the big day everyone's waiting for, right? So we literally can go down one more day, up the next day, and then it really will be buy the rumor, sell the news, or maybe keep running on the 19th. But yeah, so much is riding on this 8.5 cent line, give or take. So we'll look at the weekly really quickly. Again, so much is riding on this 8 lines, right? Like we're gonna lose the 100 moving average if we fail that line, right? That's not what we want to do. Yeah, no, I'm happy with my lines. And look, I think this is the newest line that I just drew on the daily. Wasn't it? Yeah, it was. This is now perfectly lining up on the weekly with the 8. I love it. That's a good line then. So, yeah, I'm happy with this. Let me know what you think. I am not going to get offended if you disagree with me, all right? But you know more than anything, I appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you.